Hey guys, Michelle Ramon. Um, Putting some makeup on today. I want to finish the video, but like my phone kept cutting off the part two of how to know if you're emotionally smart. So if you are emotionally smart, you're gonna pick up on people's their aura and their energy, and you're gonna be able to read people like just basic. Like my first husband was very emotionally smart, and one day he told me, he goes, and I don't want to talk bad about my family, or my mom or nothing, but he says, there's something weird about your sister and your mom, and he couldn't put his finger on it. He just said, there's something weird. And later I felt like, wow, how did he know all this stuff about my mom and my sister? Because like I got excluded for like a couple years. I was like the black sheep of the family, and I just saw a little thing on Facebook, and it was saying that the chosen ones, like, I'm not saying that other people can't be chosen. I'm saying like we're chosen for certain assignments that God gives us, and so we have a special light. And this one guy that met me too, he goes, "You just have some kind of energy about you." He said, "Your energy is like so much, like you have a lot of energy." And I was just like, "Wow!" But like I could never, you know, I mean, he had emotional smarts. He did. And so did I, but I still do. I still can read people, or some people you can't read, but you know, it's just if God calls you to read someone, you're gonna be able to read their energy so that you can maybe help them. Uh, this is so brassy. Look like a lion. I'm gonna eventually fix it when I get my money. Like it should be hitting soon. It's just I'm going through like a depression. I was already depressed, but my doctor said she wants me to start taking this Abilify and my anxiety meds. And I found out the side effects were kind of bad. And it's like I would have to buy, like a big bag of apples, maybe two big bag of apples, because it causes weight gain or constipation. It's like I don't want that at all. So I'm gonna have to get some remedies. And this lady told me about this tea at Sprouts. So I have it in my text message because I told my daughter to get it. It's like some kind of tea that you drink at night, and it cleanses you out. So if I do I have to start taking that again because I found out the side effects were bad. So it's like I didn't want to take it, but then my depression came back. So like yesterday I was crying, today I was crying. I have really bad depression, so I don't want to start crying. Okay, but I'm very emotionally smart, like about stuff. So, and I'm very like forgiving, like you know, even my friends that let me down, I'll forgive them. I do. Because we're supposed to forgive and forget, like Jesus said, but we don't have to we don't have to keep letting them use us as a doormat. That's the thing. Like you just have to draw the line, like and I made a promise to God that I wasn't going to look back. Like Lot's wife, when she looked back, she turned into a pillar of salt. And yeah, so I guess I need prayer about that. But to be emotionally smart is kind of like you have a spiritual gift, and that's what it's considered, emotionally smart, because you're being led by the Holy Spirit. But you know, of course, the devil's going to keep taking his punches and shots at you. And some people that, you know, I mean, I consider some of my friends that they love God because we pray together. But at the same time, sometimes, they want me to, do stuff or run with the devil a little. And it's like, you really got to be careful. Like, if they don't accept you for who you are, which is a Christian, and then they might not hang out with you. You're going to go through like a lonely stage if you don't like party with them or do stuff that they like to do. So it's not an easy road to be saved, and it's not going to ever be easy. And you just have to find ways to cope. But coping mechanisms, and then you binge, like say if you haven't had sex for like 3 months, you're just gonna like be totally starved of it. So you're gonna binge on it. So it's like it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to just like go back to it, because once you entice your flesh, then you're gonna get more and more wanting to do it, especially if you're battling like any kind of sex addictions or anything like that. Like some people do have those. They have like it is an addiction. Like if you're like anything, like if you overeat, it's an addiction. Like you could just eat. You know, like, oh, I'm gonna go to a buffet, and then later you're eating all kinds of food. So I've cut down on my eating a lot. And if I eat something like the ice cream, I try to eat it, at a reasonable time, like in the morning. But the I got up and ate my little Dove bar in like 4 in the morning or something, and then his was still in there, so I ate it this morning. But I normally don't eat sweets, so that's what's good about me, is that I don't even like sweets. Like I got ice cream and root beer floats in there. That's what I wanted to make for Valentine's Day, but my Valentine's Day was canceled because he wanted to sleep, and so it's okay. I'm not gonna hold a grudge against anybody. And he offered to hang out with me today, and I was already getting ready to go job hunt, so he said he'll take me across the street because I'm trying to find a little part-time job, because um my situation, like I have no money right now, no money coming in. I'm down to like $130 of food stamps, and I can't even spend them on anybody except maybe me or my kids, so I'm just keeping it real, because like COVID really took everybody down for a whirl. So to tell if you're emotionally smart, they have like tests that you could take too, to see what your skill levels are. They have personality tests that you could Google online, and you could take personality tests, or to see career testing. You could do that to see like what is a good career for you. And me, I'm so ambitious that it's hard to buckle me down. Like I didn't even go to that medical lab billing school or whatever it's called. It's called medical, yeah. Because see, I could do a crash course, and I could get into medical stuff. I could just pay $100 over here on Valley View and be a medical, what is it called? EK, EKG monitor, EKG technician monitor, if I really wanted to go into the medical field, and then I could take more and more classes in it. I could get in the medical field. That's no problem. I used to get A's and B's in medical terminology. I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it. But my goals are more towards criminal justice and communication, and that's I'm going to CSN right now, and I'm taking classes there. I just have to. I want to sue them. For they harassed me one time, so I'm going to sue them. Everybody's giving me lawsuits. It's like, well, hey, I just don't know how many lawsuits you're allowed to have at one time, because I don't want them to say, oh, you can't have this many lawsuits. I want to sue CSN. I want to sue the Social Security Administration on Buffalo and Charleston. I got to sue Sienna Suites, and I got to hurry up and do that. Um, I got to go to the courthouse. I'll probably go to the courthouse tomorrow. I keep saying tomorrow, tomorrow, but the gas is crazy, and the parking down there is crazy. So, yeah, well, maybe I could park at Starbucks and just walk over there. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to park at Starbucks. So, anyway, yeah, it's just, I am very emotionally smart. Like, you know, and I just hope that helped you, because they have like little tests you can take on your skills. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to be a choreographer because I love dancing. I like singing and dancing. I'm into fine arts and theater. I was a theater technician in college, and it's only 2 classes away to get the little certificate to be a theater tech. But I can go down to the Valley View theater tech thing, and they'll hire me like with the skills that I already have, because I already went to school for that, and I didn't even know I didn't pass. They'll use me, like they'll train me from within without even the money, because it's a union, and you just paid the dues, and they start off at like 30-40 bucks an hour. So if that helps anybody, you could go to the Valley View Theater Tech Union, and you'll be at like some of the shows like Cats or Cirque du Soleil. Um, I love theater. Like it's really it's more. I just like it. I think that like Rihanna has a lot of theater experience, like theatrical. When she does her videos and stuff, it's more theatrical. That's why I like Rihanna. So, like, you could stand under my umbrella, Ella, Ella, eh. See how the song kind of goes into like a song and dance type of song. That's theater. That's more theatrical music. So that's why I like Rihanna. Rihanna's got